president says what's causing the rift we're all witnessing is, in quote, court-declared senators. What do you even make of that statement? And do you agree with that?
I mean, when I look at such distinctions, even like in Senate, which is supposed to be the apex law-making body that we have in this country, it makes us wonder whether we're really a country that is being ruled by the law, you know, because if a Senate president that is one part of the government, as legislative, would talk about the judiciary's judgment that has reached the apex court and is final, and look at those people that have contested elections and, you know, because of one reason or another had gone to court, and the court had declared with all the evidence before it, you know, that these are the people that are now the senators, you know, and then the Senate president would say they are court-declared senators. I wonder what the Senate president is trying to tell ordinary Nigerians, because we tell Nigerians all the time that the court is the last hope of the common man, that judiciary is the last hope of the common man. So is the Senate president trying to tell Nigerians what Nigerians are beginning to feel, that, you know, even the judiciary is not the last hope of the common man? Like, I mean, it raises a lot of questions. And I think as public figures with such big responsibilities, you must be careful of the things that you say, because with such power comes a lot of responsibility. So it's disappointing to hear that that statement came out of the Senate president.
Could he have couched it better?
I think
because, like you said,
what
Hassana
said is not what the Senate president said. I listened to the Senate president.
No, what I asked her was, yes, court declared
now listen
senators, and so, that's what the president of the Senate said.
No, the president of the Senate said that immediately they were elected and sworn in, that they normally have retreat.
Now you're explaining, I will come to that. This was what he said.
That those of their colleagues that joined them when the court declared them.
Let me follow it up with the question you're trying to answer.
Yes.
So he has ordered what he calls an orientation program for fresh senators because they lack understanding of the Senate guidelines. Shouldn't the management of the Senate be blamed for this even?
Because they did not join them in their retreat on how to follow procedure. Remember that what gave rise to that issue is because of the conduct of the Senator Natasha Aboti in the House. Because you see, when something is actions gives reaction. So Mr. President said, had it been that probably Senator Aboti followed them in the retreat where they were taught about the rules, that he wouldn't have behaved the way she behaved. It's not as if that the Senate president is trying to derogate or say that they are court-declared senators. No, I listened to him.
That's why I said, couldn't the president have couched it better? Because that was what he said. But now when you read down, you begin to get these explanations. That's where our leaders should probably be schooled in the art of speaking.
I'm sorry, can I interject? I think it's interesting how the Senate president needs someone to explain his statements for him. We've all heard when he made the nightclub statement to Senator Natasha, you know, when words are clear, we've all been to school and we all communicate in English. So if you make statements and then you need someone to come explain what you mean when the meaning is quite obvious, then, you know, I think it gives rise to another thing. And secondly, you talked about the retreat. I actually wonder if, you know, because the Senate is a male-dominated place, and we know that for sure. And as you rightly introduced me, I lead an organization called Aswell Support Initiative. And part of what we advocate for is even like trainings, you know, in male-dominated spaces, because now you have women working with you. Do you even know what sexism is? Do you know how you address your female colleagues? Do you know what is tantamount to harassment? You know, because we come from different places, you know. Perhaps you can hit somebody in inappropriate ways, and to you it's okay. But this is not workplace behavior, you know. So I'm just curious to know, and thank God we have the representative of the Senate President here. Part of their retreat, you know, are there also trainings on that? Because I think it's extremely important, because these are public figures, and we shouldn't be hearing. I mean, it makes me feel unsafe as a Nigerian woman if my Senate President, the third most powerful man in the country, is being accused of sexual harassment.
Sorry, let me correct the impression. I'm not the representative of the Senate. I'm not working with the lawyer. I'm a lawyer. I just want to face the facts as it is.
I was going to correct that immediately.
Yes.
My apologies.
No problem.
They're good. I mean, we'll talk about.
Yes.
Sorry. The story is okay. Let's even talk about the sexual harassment allegation.
I'm not here to defend anybody.
I'm just asking.
Yes, I'm here to face the fact as it is. In the first instance, this particular issue, the way Senator Natasha Abuti, I was the first person that defended her when, in quote, she claimed that she was harassed in Kogi State when she was running for, I think that was governor a few years ago. And the way she was assaulted, I condemned that. You don't do that. On this particular issue, what gave rise to that? You have a rule. Just like our rule, we have 2024, 2025 FCT High Court rules. It will take effect from March. We are from NBA meeting. My chairman, NBA chairman, invited somebody to come and train us with the new innovation about that rules. This is the rule guiding the court. What are the rules said? If you are coming, you're expected to wear a wig and gown. There are some rules, including the legal practitioners at our ethics. Now, in the Senate, you have a rule. The rule said, if you have issue, look at the way you address it. You came into the Senate and discovered that they have changed your seat. You want to make a point. You cannot channel your good case through a wrong means. You lose it. First of all, you go to that seat. Then when you now go to that seat, you now invoke that other 10, which you are, because that other 10 he was quoting that day. You can only invoke it when you are in the right place. I have a case in court. I must be in court. When they said, the judge said that lawyers are going to sit in this place, you first of all go to that place and put appearance. When you put appearance, you now ask my Lord, why? The law said that I should sit in this place. Why do you change me here? You must first of all come in first. He was not in the Senate as far as that proceedings is concerned. You are in another person's seat. And the rule said for you to talk, you must be in your seat. She was quoting other 10. Other 10, you can only quote other 10 when you exercise your right under other 6. Being in that place, they say that you should be. Remember that the other 6 has given the Senate President power to change seat. So, right. So that one is on that. Then on the issue of making sexual advances. In fact, I watched that program in the morning, and I was aback. I said, "What? An adult, a senator, somebody's wife, somebody's mother, a married man harass you sexually in the presence of your husband, and the husband called you. I heard what this man said. What happened? You denied."
Well, she didn't tell.
Wait.
Not that she denied. She didn't tell the husband.
She said that you can play this. She said that I watched her religiously. She said that she gave her husband another story. You can play that distance. Mm-hmm. Now, when somebody makes such an allegation, a Senate President, and you uphold the rule of law and to speak the truth at all times, you did not raise it.
I'm so sorry. Excuse me,
don't worry, we have your time. You did not raise it. Personally, I may be wrong. I'm seeing it as a blackmail.
All right, so
you don't raise it.
So Hassana, let's get to. There's this question of Order 10, which she stood on to say that she had a right to reply, but from all indications, even when the former Senator Lujimi, former minority leader in the Senate, she said you can only stand on Order 10 when you have obeyed the rules, which was you have to be on the seat allocated to you.
Okay, I think I'm going to just speak, because I'm not Senator Natasha's representative, but I'm going to speak as a woman that works or has ever worked in a male-dominated space. And I think one thing that the senator said that we must all, or every woman that has listened to that interview, felt to be true deep down in her bones, is that it's just like a case of a university lecturer failing you simply because you refuse to sleep with him. When women talk about cases of sexual harassment, they always say, keep quiet, don't speak about it. No, it's because of what you're wearing. It's because of you invited it. There's an invitation to treat. Simply by existing, we make women feel like they are inviting people to come and sexually harass them. And this is the culture in which Nigerian women have always existed. Have people found ways to exist in spite of this culture? Yes. But are we saying that it is all right, it is right? Absolutely not. So when people are speaking up against it, at whatever time we decide to speak up against it, I think it's only important, it's only fair that we listen to them.
Yeah, but then,
so let me speak about the
sit.
Let me speak about the sit. I'm so sorry. Let me speak about the sit. Rosa Parks, the person that we celebrate today in America, looked at the history of, subjugation of black people, and she refused to get up from her sit. I'm not trying to equate Natasha with Rosa Parks, but was saying that because she graciously came to give an interview here, and to give you context as to why she felt the way that she was being subjugated, because there was a history between her and the Senate president. And she alleges that the Senate president said, if you take care of me, you would have a smooth ride. She alleges that if you take care of me, you would have a smooth ride. Yes, she alleges, but it's not only her voice that we've heard about an allegation, about the Senate president sexually harassing a woman.
That doesn't still mean that she was right.
Miss Joy Nunez, 2020 NDDC, in 2020, also accused the Senate president of, sexually harassing her. So you look at, and she said she even slapped him. So you look at all of these instances, and you wonder how he became a Senate president in the first place, because you need character to be able to be there.
Now it looks like you're already judging him before the facts. Because Atiku, for example, said, let me read to you what Atiku said. Atiku said, he was speaking to the president, is asking the president to take these allegations, which is what they are, until proven otherwise, seriously by ensuring a credible, transparent, and independent investigation. Maxwell, what do you think about it?
You see, anybody that commits crime in this country must go in for it. There are 4 categories of persons that will not face crime while they're in office: president, vice president, governor, and deputy governor. Senate president, speaker, CJN, if you commit crime, you go in for it. Just like as I said, I'm not a media aide to Senator Akpabio. Now, when you watch the way things are going, because I'm talking about comparing a senator with a student, university student, for goodness sake, isn't comparable. We are talking about a senator who is representing an entire zone, and somebody of that nature has started intimidating you and started suppressing you according to you, because you fell to his sexual whatever. To me, bringing that now is a blackmail. 2, the issue of Atiku saying that it should be investigated. Investigation is already on, because she has been referred to the disciplinary committee,
ethics committee
of the House, and she demanded that she want the proceedings of that particular committee to be covered by the media, which is normal. Then secondly, why, instead of you to submit yourself to the media, at least for you to clear this particular issue, raising this particular sexual advances at this particular period, personally I'm seeing it as a blackmail, and we have to be very careful with it. Because now somebody called me in the morning that he learned that they want to organize a protest, saying that the Senate president should step aside and what have you. All those things are uncalled for. Now what I am saying is that let her submit herself
to the rules and ordinances of the state.
That is just it.
All right. So Hassan, you wanted to come in.
Yes, I wanted to come in. First things first, power that is left unchecked breeds impunity. And this is something that we must sit down and we must interrogate. You cannot say that it's absurd to compare a senator with a
university student.
With a university student. Please don't interject while I'm speaking. You cannot say it's absurd to compare a senator with a university student, because we've always seen how power dynamics play. We've even all the utterances that we keep hearing from people, even from my respected learned colleague here, because I'm a lawyer as well, you would hear how he speaks, oh, it's blackmail, oh, it's this, oh, it's that. You can't tell a woman when it's convenient for her to speak up against sexual harassment. You invited her to speak about what happened in the Senate, and she's telling you that preceding the issue of the Senate, there've always been this issue. And I'm saying that we don't even exist in a culture where women are encouraged to speak up against sexual harassment, because when they speak up, these are the kinds of questions that they get. These are the kinds of jury they face.
Just to leave it, because we don't have any time now.
And,
just to
support.
No, just let me drop this. Ireti Kingboy, who was here today, Ireti was cross with Natasha Boti for taking Senate matters to court. Because she took this case to court, claiming 100.3 billion against the Senate president and others. By Ireti, a senator, one of the Senate lady senators, female senators, says it was wrong. You can't take the things of the Senate outside of the Senate.
Just to clarify, that Senator Kingibe has also called the Senate president biased during the proceeding. So even her, as a woman, has faced, has done an altercation with the Senate president. And we're looking at, there are just 4 women in the Senate, just 4. These are endangered species. What do you expect for them to speak up against their master? And also, yes, we must interrogate, but you cannot sit in the position of power when you're being interrogated. The interrogation is on sexual harassment.
Yeah, we don't.
There has been
allegations. We don't have all the time. Just, in 30 seconds.
My parting words is that, to me, let Senator Akpoti suspend whatever all this media war, subject herself to the disciplinary rules. We are going to follow it up. Then on this particular, you see, there is what we call evidence of similar conduct.
I'm going to have to leave.
Evidence of previous misconduct. Has she done this thing before? So when you interrogate this, you see that there is and then when a woman wants to deal with you, a woman will come with this type of allegation.
Thank you so much, Maxwell.
It's my pleasure.
Opara, a lawyer, and of course, Hazan Amaina. Glad to have you again on the program Prime Time. Before we go, let's just let you in on some breaking news, of course, not just...
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. By the way, the male lawyer that spoke in this interview just listening to is by the name Barrister Maxwell, and is one of the representatives of Namdi Kanu. Now, Barrister Maxwell is somebody I've been following his antecedents for some time online, okay? To hear this coming out from him, to say I'm disappointed will be an understatement. But Mr. Maxwell, to be honest, I least expected this from you. I least expected this because this is very, very low of you. Guys, let me like this video and please share it until it gets to Barrister Maxwell. Firstly, you made a statement that how possible it is for Akpabio to make an attempt on her, try to say those things he said to her in front of her husband right at his house. No. Natasha never said that her husband was right there with them. No. He was with Akpabio. Akpabio was taking around, you understand, as the wife of my friend, the new wife of my friend. Now, the husband was behind making a call. So Akpabio didn't have a clue, you understand, that the man will pick what he was telling his wife because he was behind them. Do you understand? So every smart guy and immoral person can do anything. Do you understand what I'm saying now? You get what I'm saying? So many of people is their erection that control them, that controls that direction. So for you to say that is not possible, it doesn't make sense. But put a pick up from what you said. You said your husband even asked you that he heard. The husband didn't say he heard, he only perceived. Number 3, you said, what did he say that she now said she liked her husband? How come you didn't open up to your husband? How come you didn't tell Nigerians? Number 1, Natasha, for not telling the husband, she has a good wife because her husband has been a good friend of Akpabio before she came in. And number 2, the next day was her birthday. So she's speaking it, saying it at that moment. Number 1, it will spoil the husband's mood that may affect her birthday. Number 2, it may that may start, you understand, to affect their relationship. And she will not be a wife that will not come and crumble relationship. She just came into the marriage. Do you understand that? So saying that she didn't come out as a lawmaker that votes, that was voted for to represent law, this and that, why did she speak out? Come on, of all people, is it you that this trust will come out from in Nigeria? I see you are not in Nigeria. I see you are not in Nigeria. You should just come out and blow it against Akpabio, who has been a family friend, and blow it out. Why? Where people can use power and everything. Even after that, in the apology made about the nightclub something, he said quite a night before that to threaten her. How dare you say this, Barrister Maxwell? I at least expected this of you, and I like all the response this female lawyer, your colleague, gave to you. I'm so disappointed, Barrister Maxwell. No. Come on. You're not saying blackmail him of what? Are you not telling me you are a lawyer? This person is a lawyer. What is his name? Akpabio is a lawyer. Natasha is a lawyer. Are you not telling me a lawyer will not come out to say that, knowing the gravity? And she has even come out to say that she has her evidence. What if she not present her evidence more? Why are you going to feel? So she just come out and blow it. No, she kept it until a good time. And this is a time for it, because if she wouldn't have even spoken out, no, but just leave. If Akpabio number one has respected himself and maintained his lane, somebody rebuke you once, I'm not trying. Leave her. Wait, continue. This is somebody's wife, somebody's mother. Come on now. To an extent, he was not even trying to use it to silence her completely. People voted for her, but until you enter bed with me, you understand? I'm not going to allow you pass your motion. Think of that, Barrister Maxwell. You said this. You just said that you are not a representative of Akpabio. I don't believe you. You may not be a representative, but somebody has paid you somewhere to say this thing you said. It's disappointing. It is, believe me. Come on, you've got to correct this. Guys, what's your take on this, please? Let me like this video. Please share until it gets to Barrister Maxwell. Thank you.